Hello guys, and this is episode of we're gonna do a couple of these for my builds that I do in survival, but it's gonna be tips and tricks on builds. So that basically means that I help you like turn, like, just imagine this little piece that you have, like, look how plain it is, to that, like, details and all that. So there's tips. uh Number one, put your first layer down. So don't just think of ideas and put it there. Make it blank. And then you start taking pieces apart where you want to put put it in steps. Like, this step is going to be the polished, what's it called? The granite or whatever. I never used this block before. It just matches with um, the brick. So that's why and also, that's step two. Before you start putting details down, make sure it matches. So, like how this and brick matches, how it has like a dark feeling. I think if you had this mixed in there, that would like, they're both red. It's just they don't match. So make sure your first step would be to make sure they're matched. And oh, we can't have two, more than two. Make sure they're matched, and also uh, leave it blank at first. It makes it a lot easier, trust me. It'll be hard in survival. The God is weather clear, and we go to settings quick. Weather. It should be down here. Did I pass it? Always keep daylight cycles off. Active cheats. Mob fire friendly. I don't know. But so yeah, that's your first step. Like, it's still plain. Like, but it's a little bit better than that. Just mention with that. And also, this is like a little hint of what the building's gonna look like for the zombie spawner. So if you watch my videos, you would understand. Alright, then next thing to do for me, if it's like a brick building or stone brick, I usually put stairs, upside down stairs, because it represents like a missing piece. So it doesn't look like your thing is brand new. It looks like it's, I'm not saying like it's old, not that old to have like, you could. I'll tell you that step then. But let me put all these down. And also, do not put these next to the window, because they're not gonna connect. So if you try to do that and you say, oh, why doesn't it connect? Guess it's not fully blocked. So we did that. So that's the details. And then now the second thing I told you, I was gonna tell you. I don't care if anyone watches the live stream. It's just supposed to be a video. Add like oldness to it. So, you know that, well, in words, it means add like vines, bushes going up. So it's like basically nature taking back its course. So it's been here for a long time. Nature is taking over it again. Like, if you go to a town sometimes and you see these like vines taking over these buildings, that's nature's taking over their thing. And I'll show you what's up there then, and show you how detail works up there. But windows, I think, and I'm not sure if people do this, but I always see people do this. Like they see detail, and then oh, actually, there's another detail too. We could do this. Yeah, it's a nice detail. Yeah. So that's a detail. If you do like a 3x3, or it doesn't even have to be like it's just like this, like a 4x3, that could work because it connects and it gives more shape. And it looks pretty nice. Like right here, you don't notice it, but if you get close, you have like it's not flat like how Minecraft it could be flat, but in like real life, you can't make a lot of things flat. Only if you smash it and it goes flatter than flat. But I'm just doing this video because I was building and I was thinking maybe there's been a lot of people having problems designing places and they need help. Like well, not help, but ideas from it. So yeah, and then if you're doing a roof, now what I did here was, well, you know, these are not all roofs. This is a factory. So, what I first did, what's it called? Where is it at? It's polished andesite slab, and I did the foundation for each side. It didn't look like this. It was just plain. So just imagine I had these, and then uh, I added smooth stone slab and stone slab. And look how much detail it gives you with just 3 slabs. Like you don't have to do the stone. Like I just did the smooth stone slab because if you had the stone slab, it just really doesn't pop out, but it gives detail. So yeah, and then what I did here, the reason why I did this because the brick, it can't really go over top of it. So what I did is I broke it and I just did another foundation to show more detail. But this is gonna be hard for my survival world because I would have to go like right here. Will be no problem. I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get a whole bunch of dirt and have a ladder of just having a course of going through all the time. Thing that sucks about building in practice world, ignore that. This was gonna be the first plan, but I didn't like it, so I'm going with this plan. Um, that's a good thing too. That's step number, well, before you even start building. Actually, if you get them building like this building, this was supposed to be part of the zombie spawn, and you hate it, just rebuild it. Like I know it took you a long time, even in the survival world. If it took you so long, just take it down. That's why I always play on creative to build it first on here to see if I like it or not. Because if I want to build that in survival, I would have to take it all down, and that's a lot of work. So just have an extra world where you just test everything. Like I have a test. I just started this world, so I only have a zombie spawner thing and the thing. So and the inside, and because of the stairs being flat, you don't even see no stairs on this side. Like you could add stairs, and it's gonna be still flat over here if you want to though. That's like a like the inside. I think I'm gonna add like paintings and stuff, and then I think today, guys, we're not gonna be working on. This is part 1, and then part 2 will be the next part. And also, if you watch Crafted Master, he'll be making a video in like an hour or so. So get prepared for that. Only if you're at online school, doing online school at the time, then just do it later. Because I know I have to do online school. Sucks. I would rather normal school. Well, I would rather normal school because I wouldn't have to do this much work at home. Like, I don't like school, but I would rather the old type way because of not doing my work at home. Like, that's why I always like school, because I can finish my work in class. Like, if I don't, I will do it at home. but it's rare to see me do that. Alright. So that's the second thing we did, was windows. Try to think of ideas with windows. If you can't find any ideas with windows, just leave them blank. And I think the next part is adding more, like, so it doesn't look flat in the corners. I added, it's called a brick wall. If you just type wall, that will pop up, but I added these in the corner, and it gives out a lot of, like, what's it called, dents or whatever it's called. And I added these too to give like separations from the window, because if you take that out, it just doesn't feel right. But I'm trying to think, like up here, as you see, there's a lot of space. I'm trying to think what to do up there, because if you think about it, you see that it doesn't really look that cool. I'm trying to think, but let's work like if you're doing something like this, you don't have to do every single part different. Like if you want to, go ahead, but it might be. Oh yeah, and then that's also step 3. Do I know some people do this because I watch YouTubers like say about it, but don't put too much detail. Like so much detail you can't even see the own place. Because if you want to see an example of that, go watch Grian and look up the design, because he does the same thing, but he actually explains it more and stuff. So if you want to look up him, just look up Green and then build. I think it's build ideas. I'll probably write it. I don't know if I can do that. Write his. But Green's the best like designer ever. I got. I'm not. I'm not saying I'm the best, but he. That's where I get all these ideas from, and you learn from time to time. But also, if you're doing like thing in real life, like when I'm trying to do, I should do over here. I'm trying to do like a factory. You can look up factories and look like up ideas from the pictures. Like this, I got the windows from it because usually there are big holes in that. This will be a pretty small factory. Well, not that small if you think about it. It's like, I don't know what to do on this side, but I think I'm going to leave that blank and just do what I did over here. Because I don't want too much windows on the wall. As you see there, that's already too many windows. So I think that's going to be like a wall. Like a blank wall. Not a blank wall, but with design in, not no windows. Oh no, I gotta hate when I do. Like, you could. It just. And I don't ever do that because that's too big of a hole. Um, but so we did that. Also add more like things. So don't make your roof flat. Have like more like more like uh dense. Like if this was just flat and square, I swear, uh I might make this even farther out, but that'd be too much brick, and then I have to, well, uh that'd be too much for me to look. But I have to make like a door right here, because I'll tell you guys, if you don't watch Craft the Master and you just look this up and see what uh, ideas to go off of. Um, we're building a zombie spawner, and we're doing a place for it. And right here will be the spot where I get to kill him. And I'm just planning out a design of a building to do, because most people do it underground, so they don't have to worry about building anything. But me, I want to try to do something different. So I try to make a factory. And then this is right behind my house too. So it'll be a building like right there. And the reason why there's campfires to make smoke, but it doesn't. I don't know why they changed it, but when you no matter what how far you used to be, you used to see it. But if you're like this far, it stops. But uh, if you want to go check out the 6 episodes, uh, let's build survival world, episode 1 to 6, and today's gonna be episode 7. But I didn't make that yet, so I just wanted to help you guys. So if we went, since we already went all through this, I'll help you guys with the pathway. So I'm gonna do a separate pathway. So if you guys are struggling with doing a pathway, I hate when my thing gets full. But if your thing gets stuck in the stuck ideas on the pathway. Usually, most pathways I go is like gray. So the ones I would do is gravel. That'd be my first choice. Like you don't have to choose gravel too. It could be grass path. That's what it's meant to be, a grass path. But I usually go for oh I forget that. But usually what I do is I don't go in order. I need grass now. Well, don't go messy with it, but usually go up by like a 3, and because usually paths are not that perfect. Like that's what everything detail is about, is not being perfect. Like if you saw like a brand new building, you see how it's brand new, but if you go to a store or something, it's not perfect. And the next thing will be buttons. And now you're probably saying, what are you using buttons for? You can use buttons as rocks to stick out to add more like add more depth to the ground. Even though you can push on it, it looks nice as a pathway. Then you can go for andesite, since it looks like it, and just put some, trying to think, trying to not do fully grass, but and then the next one would be this tour video will be, well, not tour video, but thing will be the 30 minutes. And this will be the last thing we're gonna be learning about, is about doing paths. So you know how it's just, you're probably saying, what is that? Like, if you're starting a house and you just need a path just to go somewhere, yeah, do a path. And there's another way to do it. I'll show you the other way. But the next tool we'll use is, let's see, one else. Cobblestone, no, maybe, I'm not sure. That's gravel. Stone. You can use stone and do like a now it's starting to look weird, but if I do, this is like if you're trying to make an old path. The next one would be like a new but still designed path. And then if this is like an old path that you're trying to make, add I'm gonna move this button to right here. I think I want to move some of these buttons in. So have one like right here, have this one right here, and have this one right here. No, right here. Maybe move this one. Oh, I guess I can't. But there's the button's supposed to be rocks, but there's your pathway. You can make it turny in that, but the next one will be brand new path. So if we do that, and we get a shovel, but if you get oh crap. But if you get a shovel in survival, I just do it in creative because it's faster, and you just make a path, and you can make it fully in. But as the same as the buildings, make it blank first. If you want to do a small path, it's gonna be 3. But yeah, that's one. Oh my god, why is it so rainy when it's stupid? Oh, I hate when this does this. But you could get let me get logs. Let's get stripped, but it doesn't do all. I'll just take it. So make this like all 4 side, and then get wood. And then all you have to do, like the buildings, go crazy at it and just break a little bit, but not a lot. Just depends what kind of path you have. And then just, oh no. Crap. Now we need grass. Get grass. Oh my god, what I grab seagrass. Grass. And then boom. And then boom. Then do that. And then you get wood and just add a little bit. Like I'm not adding a lot, I just add more of that. Why is that not looking good? But maybe get rid of some at the end. And in survival mode you can just like add a block, or yeah, that looks more better. Maybe if we add less of these, maybe that'll look better. I think I add too much of this, so I just need to get rid of some of this. So yeah, there we go. So that's how you do a pathway. Just make sure it's oh, another thing too you can add to this that's also dirt is what kind of dirt is it? Let me just look up dirt and it might pop up. Oh yeah, I already know. Coarse dirt. Coarse dirt is like a dirt that is like fully, so you can add this around like dead trees or actual trees that like mess the ground up. And I think we should get rid of like some of this and then put the sidewalk. Yeah, there we go. I think I'll add this in the middle instead, and then turn this into that. And then that's how you do a pathway, but my advice would say, I think, what if I would change these to wood? I think the thing is too bright. And just get rid of this. Um, be also too close. Actually, you need one on this side, so let's get rid of this one. Yeah, there we go. I think that other block was too thing, so make sure that make it match like the buildings. Like some things when you do design is common, like sidewalks, buildings. It's just different steps. Like that, we had to do stairs because no, you don't do stairs on ground because they're not broken. You can add buttons as rocks. You can't do it here because that won't match. So that's the pathways. I might go for this pathway. But that's a uh part one of building tips. So uh if you want to do another one of these, like and well, if you're new, subscribe. But if you enjoyed this and you want part two, like, and we'll see you on Let's Play Survival Series. So, peace out, and see you in a couple hours. Peace.